Alrighty, so we're gonna get back into the stream. I apologize as it did shut down for the last section. As you know, in previous streams, if you've seen them, the hose glitch causes not only the game to crash, but usually the game freezes everything, and it just completely crashes the computer, so I usually end up having to restart, and that is what caused for the stream to shut down, so I apologize for that. If you didn't catch it in the first part of the stream, be sure to join the Discords, as well as be sure to donate to my video game development, and check out the streams for that, as well as donate to my channel. And my first thing that I want to get is a new microphone. So, also there is a link to it's currently just a subdomain, but I am purchasing a domain pretty soon, hopefully, for Virtual Rifle Studios, the company that I established for creating Policing 24/7, which is the game. I made a website, and you can purchase early access on there. If you're in the Discord, you can find a 50% off code. And not only will you have 50% off on the early access, but you will have the actual game for free. So, hello, Officer 49. Welcome back to another stream. Glad to see you back. Alrighty, we're gonna go for a little bit more on single player, and after about 15-20 more minutes, we're gonna go ahead and go into multiplayer. I should have a friend getting on pretty soon, as well as a few of the Discord members. Yes, my game did crash on the last part of the stream. It not only caused the game to crash, but it caused my computer to completely crash, and I had to restart. So, I apologize for that. But that is why the stream cut off. So, from now on, as I just said a few minutes ago, any hose glitch, I'm just gonna shut down the game immediately, because that's what ruins the streams, is hose glitch. So whenever the hose it just glitches up, it'll go all over the place, and you won't even know that it's moving around so excessively, and it just messes up props, it messes up the map, and it screws up some stuff in the game that causes it to crash. It causes the game to become unstable, and as a result of that instability, it causes the game to crash, as well as usually my computer along with it. So, alright, engine 30, and we're gonna go ahead and call out 78 as well. Hopefully they don't take too long of a way this time. I know, since this is the beta of update 0.7.0, this staging branch of the update is still being updated itself. So they did the other day add some more things. So they are working on AI a lot more. So I'm glad to have that. Alrighty. We're going to have engine 78 driven down by an AI. So engine 78, we're going to have park over here. I probably will end up having to turn off AI just because of how chaotic it gets down at that corner of the street. Alrighty, and as I have not come up with a new title just yet, I'm gonna let everyone in the chat go ahead and decide a title for this stream. So I never really drive in first person, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to drive in first person. Now the switches do work on here actually. So I'm able to turn separate lights on and off. I can just go ahead and turn on the main lights as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out. Okay, that's an interesting one. So, I remember in one stream where the tire marks were all over the place. I think I now know why. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to the call. We're gonna drive there in first person. It's not the most realistic because they don't have animations for the hands on the steering wheel. Looks like I'm going to be going opposing lanes because I can't go over onto the freeway actually, so. Obviously going opposing lanes on the freeway is a horrible idea. Actually being able to do something, I'm gonna remove AI. Alrighty. Also, if you're interested in this game, if you go ahead and search in the community forums, there is a Discord link to the EmergeNYC Discord, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in the game. Alrighty, that's an interesting spot for a fire hydrant. Not sure how the pipes are getting to it, but I guess as long as it helps me put out a fire. we're gonna go ahead and quickly get out our... We're gonna go ahead and get the attack line. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up on this side. So one thing I notice is that the hose does not even connect, it doesn't even work if I connect it on that side, so from now on I know to always connect it on this side, and now it works. Mostly just a few flames on the bottom. Looks like got rid of all the flames in the boxes, so yeah, cooled most of it down. There's still a little bit of smoke though, so be sure to walk around with any leftover flame that could be causing just a tad bit of smoke left. So the last thing I want is to get called off, call myself tenant, and then next thing I know is I'm leaving the scene, thing starts back on fire. Let's go ahead and put this here. Yeah, realistically I can't just roll it up instantly like that, but I'm going to start a multiplayer in just a moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and move these vehicles. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game back up, and I'm going to start in multiplayer. The button to press when you get on top of the engine and start to spray water, I believe it's just right click. It's one of the clicks. I don't remember if it's right click or left click, but you click on one of them after. You have to make sure that the hose has water, or the truck has water in it. If it's out of water, it will not spray, because it actually uses water from the reserve now. So I'm going to make a quick announcement in Discord for everyone to get on multiplayer if they want to play. I'm going to see if I can get as many people in multiplayer in a lobby as possible. So now, as there is you'll see there's a disclaimer. It's been redesigned and it's still early in the process of being built and everything, so we're going to go ahead and put Yo22C Gaming. Alrighty, so I'm gonna host a room. We're gonna go ahead and call it Stream Room. And then we'll be just regular Manhattan. I'm just gonna go ahead and do regular Manhattan and see who can join then. So if anyone wants to go ahead and get on their game themselves and join, as you just saw, it's called Stream Room, and as you can see in the top, if you go ahead and click on multiplayer and you see the rooms, go ahead and join Stream Room, and you'll be able to play in the same lobby as me. Alrighty, so be sure to join Stream Room. be sure to get into EmergeNYC and we'll be able to all start that. So while we're waiting for a few people to get in, because I'm sure it will be a few minutes at least, what we're going to do, I'll just go ahead and talk about policing 24/7. What you'll be doing in there, it focuses on the police, the aspect of the job of a police officer, sheriff's deputy, or SWAT officer, and I may add in more, such as a police paramedic, maybe, as well as a few other things, which I'm not sure of just yet. But, the game, as I said, focuses on the aspect of a police officer. So, you can be a police officer or a sheriff's deputy. There's going to be a city, maybe multiple cities, as well as there will be multiple towns and jurisdictions throughout the different counties. The sheriff's deputy will be more in the mountainous areas, the more open kind of countryside towns the sheriff deputies will be covering. So as a sheriff deputy, you'll be able to do just as you would in any other policing game or in real life. You will just take on the task of beginning training. So at the beginning, there will be sort of a storyline at the beginning. The storyline at the beginning is going to be training. You'll go through a training course and you'll actually learn everything that you're going to be doing in the game, and then from there on you just do as you desire, basically. And there will be different jurisdictions, as I said, with the cities and counties and all of that. I plan on having a kind of a storyline more towards, like, for example, like cutscenes to ranking up or something, as if you promote after a certain amount of calls or something, and after you've done a certain amount of tasks or a certain task. So this game that I'm talking about, if you have not seen my previous streams on development, this is going to be my own game that I'm making, as well as I will be collaborating with a few of my friends who also are learning C#. Now I myself am inexperienced with the program, and my friends are inexperienced with the program. So that's what'll be unique about our Virtual Rifle Studios company, is that we are a little bit more inexperienced than most, but we are still making this game the best as it could be. So we will begin working a lot more on it once I can get enough funds, because if you're not aware, it's about $130 a month to be able to share a game in the cloud on Unity. So it's horribly costly to be able to just share a game on the cloud for others to be able to work on as well. So right now, I do have a GoFundMe in the link there's a link in the description to a GoFundMe, and I have that because if you do not know what ZBrush is, you can go ahead and Google it. It's 3D. It makes 3D modeling much more precise. You can get very precise 3D models with amazing amounts of detail done to them. If you're aware of the game Identity RPG, that will have a lot of materials and other miscellaneous items that are made by ZBrush. ZBrush is $895 just for one copy. From what I know, you may be able to get other copies within that, but I'm not sure. But that's just for models. That's just for like small things. So it's very costly of a project, so it would be very well appreciated if you would not mind being so generous as to donate. And this game, it's intended, as I said, mid to late summer for early access. And I have a Discord server set up for it. You can find a lot more information there. And this game, it's intended to be a little bit different. It's supposed to be a lot more unique than any other, mainly because of the development status of it, I guess I could say, by the developers. As I said, we're a bit more inexperienced. So that'll be what makes the difference in our game. But I have been learning how to use Unity. I've been learning C# coding, so I can make scripts and everything in there as well. And this game is supposed to be a changing game. Like, there's no games that focus strictly on police, sheriff, and SWAT that I know of. There really is none that I know of. I know there's a game called SWAT from, I believe, 2006, and that focuses on being a SWAT officer, obviously, as in the name. And with that, it's just it's like hostage situations, other scenarios, bank robberies that SWAT would attend to. So what I want to do is I want to make a different game than any others have before. Now, EmergeNYC itself is going to have a policing side, but the policing side is not focused mainly on policing, because their main focus is the fire department. But as I said multiple times, I intend for this game to be unique, and I really would like to get this game out so not only I myself can record it and play it to show you all the game, but also to allow for you to play the game. And as I've always wanted a game made solely on policing, it's never happened. It's not a dream come true. So I thought, why not make it come true? So I myself am making the game. And then, as well as in collaboration with a few of my friends who are working on it along with me. So it does not seem that anybody is getting in. I'm just going to go ahead and look. It doesn't seem that there's any going in. EmergeNYC. I'm in that Discord server, actually. So if I go ahead and go in there, I'm gonna see if anyone would like to join in. So I'm not sure on the password. I guess it does have a password. I do not see anything. Yeah, I do not see a password. Let me go ahead and look real quick. so hopefully I can get a password for that and maybe we can join that. It seems that everybody's always waiting. I've never seen an actual room where anybody's really playing besides just one person. So just waiting for maybe I can get into that. Alrighty, I'm just gonna go ahead and do, so, tutorial. This, I wish it was a tutorial on how to use the game, but it's not really. So as you can see, EmergeNYC team is only 3 members, Raphael, Lona, and Carlo. That's 3 people, and they're making this amazing game. So, just by 3 people, and you can make such an amazing game. It's amazing to see how it's possible and what can come of it. So in the tutorial, 0.7.0 is here, and they just talk about lighting, graphics, gameplay, and more, how they've changed that stuff. The AI that have been implemented, vehicles and apparatuses, some of the new ones. This is just from the previous 0.6.8. It's all the same, it's just going over the tools and how to use them. Health and air system, portable ladders, ventilation, exterior operations, as well as fire hoses and water supply, which came out in update 0.6.5. And apparently there is a free demo. I was never aware of that. But if you do not have money for the game but you would like to play it, there is a free demo that you can go ahead and play on Steam. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Fire Academy. We're gonna do 2 or 3 fires in there. Alrighty, here we are loading into the game. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and start up building. before, we're gonna go ahead and start third floor fire. So I'm just gonna do the third floor fire right here, and I want to see if it spreads down to the first floor, and maybe to the roof. And then I think we can go ahead and do we'll go ahead and do bus fire after that. Maybe a car fire. I've never tried the rubbish fire, I don't think that worked last time, so maybe they fixed that. I'll see about that. It appears that there's no fire starting. Let's see if the level 1 fire maybe will start it. Alrighty, I guess that's not really working. We'll go ahead and start up the building 5 loading dock and second floor. So we'll start it from the loading dock, I would like to. And then while I'm waiting for those to load up, I'll go ahead and spawn in the fire engines. Alrighty. You can see there's a little bit of smoke coming out that window right there. Not too much, but we're obviously going to go ahead and respawn right away, and there goes the fire. With Squad 28 and Officer 49 requests. We're going to go ahead and use Engine 49 as well. lot more red on the outside of that window for some reason. Possibly just coloring of the windowsill, otherwise it could be that the flame was just that hot in the building. So we're going to go ahead and bring ladder 57 over as well. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and turn on ladder 57. Now this one doesn't have a bucket, it's just the straight ladder, but we can go ahead and take this one. Backside of so we're just going to go ahead and the orders now. Seems that there's only outriggers on the back, there's none on the front on this ladder truck, so that's interesting. I'm not going to go ahead and climb up the ladder just yet, but we will go ahead and compare it for a One thing I'd like to add a bit of realism is they changed the speed that the ladder retracted and extended. So it's a little bit more realistic rather than having it jolt out very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and prep up on engine 49. Actually, I'm going to have to... I don't think there's a K-12 saw on this one. So yeah, I'm going to have to run over to ladder 57 and grab the K-12 saw off of it to cut open these roll-down doors. There's one on the back side and there's one up at the front for the actual loading dock. I'm not sure where it's located on this one. I'm not even sure if there actually is one, because I do not use ladder 57 very often. Hopefully they'll allow for the chainsaws to be used very soon, and then we can use that for ventilation on the hoping and cutting through. As I said, I don't even know if it's on here. Oh, there it is. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and go down this way. That one open, so it seems to be one of the trucks that is to be loaded up, that it is on fire, and that ended up causing for the second floor of the truck. That's one more since the back of that truck is definitely much more involved than we would like for it to be. So if I can, I'm going to stay in first person for a little bit to connect the hose, because I'm normally in first person pretty much, so maybe we're a little bit different this time. Go ahead and grab our attacker line. We'll go ahead and catch it on the side here. I gotta grab the nozzle. The nozzle. One thing I do not like about the first person is that there's no UI when you're using the first person. Main fire of the truck, and then we'll like up to the second floor. Open that up. Alrighty, so that's pumping back up. Let's go ahead and put the hose. We'll go ahead and put our extra nice back on. Go ahead and put the hose this way. As you can see, since I'm standing by this roll down bowl, although it's overlapping with a bunch of the actions I'm driving, but it says how to use the gauge drive saw and the saw to open up the roll down doors. That's part of the, since this is the Fire Academy, the training lab. It's just part of that. Alright, looks like we're pretty much cleared out. I'm gonna go ahead and search this floor. Make sure that there's nothing more from this. There is a little bit of fire left. So. Yep, there's still a lot more. And check that. So in the case of a firefighter going down, that is what Rescue 9 would be there for. Rescue 9 is basically a more advanced ambulance, specifically for the firefighters to get gear off. They have a lot of special tools for gear off, as it is very quick. And just regular trauma shears wouldn't be able to cut through it. As well as they've got a lot more than just what we put in the ambulance when it comes to medical supplies. So I know that the hose is kind of going through the wall, as you can see on the right side, but realistically I took it up the stairs. Kind of wrapping around the stairs over there. That seems to be everything. Not seeing any more flames. Seems that there's gas there. So that's probably what sparked the fire up here. That's always fun. So it seems I'm stuck in the corner. I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to the apparatus real quick. I'm going to go ahead and switch over. Now, I'm going to sit still for about 30 seconds, and realistically, this happens after 30 seconds of the firefighter not moving because of a MSA alarm that detects no movement. And this alarm will go off when there's no movement to make other firefighters aware that their partner is not moving. So if they're down and they're not aware, this alarm will go off and they'll become aware. So it's a very simple alarm system. And just after 30 seconds of not moving, you can set off the alarm in a low tone, and then after another 30 seconds of not moving, it will start to go off in a much higher, more urgent tone. It seems that it's not going to work on this player. I'm going to go and see if it'll work for anyone on the... I want to see if it'll work for anybody on the other Redis. If you don't know, this is called a pass alarm. I'm not really sure where that name originated from, but my guess is going to be it's called a passive alarm, such as firefighter passing out. Because that is one of the main reasons that a passive alarm usually goes off, is a firefighter cannot handle too much of the smoke. Because even with their mask on, some smoke can manage to creep in, and they manage to breathe that in, causing them to pass out from inhaling smoke, obviously. It doesn't seem that it's going to go off, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete the apparatuses now. Alrighty, so the rubbish fire is nothing, it's just 3 trash bags that are caught on fire in front of these containers, so I'm not going to go ahead and make that a very big scene. We're going to go ahead and do second floor on fire. We're not going to set on the first floor, but we will, I'm sure it'll spread, so we will still have to put it out on the lower floor as well. Somebody requested that we do ladder 75, which is the tiller, so I'll go ahead and spawn that in. We will go ahead and do engine 32. We will do ladder 68 as well. And to add into that, we will go ahead and use engine 78. So we're going to go ahead and start off with engine 78, and we'll go ahead and quickly drive to the scene, and we'll have the other apparatuses respond right behind. Not the best way to have left, as there's other engines blocking the way. Alrighty. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and take engine 32. So taking engine 32, I'm gonna go ahead and take it around. We're gonna take it over to the side. It seems that it's mainly on that side part right there in between building 4 and building 3 itself. We're gonna go ahead and go right here, and then I've got a hydrant right next to it. Alrighty, next up we're going to go ahead and do 68. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to go ahead and change the weather up a little bit. Alrighty, and lastly, we will go ahead and take out tiller 75. It's just a difference with the tiller, since the tiller is such a large apparatus compared to all of the other ones, and it's, I believe it's a 150-foot ladder realistically. I might be wrong, it could just be 100 foot, but I believe it is 150 foot, at least for most tillers. So we're going to keep this storm going. And also, if you're playing multiplayer, somebody at the back right here, if you have them, as you saw, the door just closed, they can control the ladder as well as the steering from there. Alright, I would like to have the storm continue, so I'm just going to go ahead and click storm again. A little bit of searching on this much trailer, but I did end up finding the key, so just for purposes of ventilation. Now, realistically, this would have spread, so I am going to start the first floor fire. So if I click the taxpayer fire, that'll begin the fire on the lower level, which I would like just add a little bit more realism. As you can hear, there's thunder in the background, so it's a nice little detail to the storms. Now, I may be wrong, but I believe in this room there is a test dummy. If not, it will be in this room here. So one of these rooms has a test dummy, and you can actually drag the test dummy out of the building. And then if I wanted to, I could go ahead and call it EMS over, and have EMS take care of the simulated person. Simulated victim of the fire. It seems that that door is not open at all. Switching one move over to this next one and this that one. Yeah, that roll down door doesn't open up for whatever reason. I think it may just be these specific doors. No, this one opened fine. I'm really not sure. That one just doesn't open. I'll try one last time. That's not one but I believe it is. I guess I'll have to find another way in there in order to get to the mannequin and drag him out. The only problem with that is I believe that's the only one-way room in the building. So it's just that outside door that I should be able to get to. These doors, I'm gonna go and break this window if I can. Nope, guess not. Well, I'm gonna go and breach through these doors, and it'll open up a little bit more for ventilation. I know it sounds a bit stupid, but I am going to purposely walk into the fire to get rid of my health, and then I'm going to see if the pass alarm will go off that way when I'm down. I just want to show you all what the pass alarm does and what it'll sound like. So now I can go in first. I can go into third person from the view out here. I have to take off the mask though, because the mask is first person only. Alrighty, it seems that it's not going off. I'm not sure why it isn't. Alrighty, we're just gonna go ahead and start putting out this fire now. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and go on to ladder 68. I'm going to try to go ahead and I'm going to connect the hoses to that, and I'll get rid of some of it from the buckets. trying to put out this fire. It's kind of not working because I'm outside of it. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this stream now because I do have to go work on some stuff, as well as there are quite a few bugs now, so I'd have to end this, at least for engine 32, I'd have to get rid of because of the hydrant not working even though it's connected, as well as the hoses won't disconnect. I can't disconnect them right now, so this is going to conclude the stream. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also like if you haven't already. And also be sure to share this with your friends and family. Please help me get to 100 subscribers, as I did reach my goal of 50. I believe I am at 55 currently. Alrighty, so I hope you all enjoyed once again, and be sure to stay tuned as I will try to get out a stream tomorrow. Once again, I'm going to try to get out a stream on Monday and maybe Tuesday as well. See you all in the next stream or video.